Welcome to Farming with Family, where it is -20. Feels great. I'm going to do a little how-to video. My block heater on my 4440, it works, but it's just kind of going out because it's not producing the heat that it needs to. So I'll show you how to change the block heater on a John Deere 40 series tractor. So I got started. So the block heater is right, put my glove in the way, is that right there. There's a little pep cock below here. I'll show you after a bit. I drained the fluid, the coolant that I just changed this like probably 10 hours ago. And with that stuff being like $15 a gallon, don't really want to waste all that. So I had a brand new bucket that was clean, washed it out so it's nice and clean. Rigged up just a filter and shoved that in there so it all drains into there, but it'll take a little bit. Because this heater just sits in the block inside the coolant and warms it up. So when you start your tractor, your block is at least warm and just helps it start a lot better. So once we get that drained out, then I'll show you the next part. I get the actual block heater out itself. Alright, so we got all the coolant drained. It's probably about 6.5 gallons. So I'll close my pep cock there. And now I gotta get this nut loose. There's a little locking nut right on here. Gotta get that loose. And then there's a little tiny screw in the middle that you can see of the actual heater core itself. That's just a screw with a backing on it that holds that in there, holds the gasket up against there, or the O-ring. So we'll go and get that locking nut loose, get the actual cord off, and then we'll get the heater core out. It should just pop right out. Okay, so I got the heater core out. This is what the wire that plugs into it with. This is what that looks like. Just like I said, this little lock ring, you take that out. Got the new heater core here. This is the old one. Mine, when it came out, it was in there facing up. It has this little fastener on the back, I guess you would call it. And then the screw goes through. And once you get that in there, sitting in your heater block, then you tighten up that screw and that sucks this into there, so it makes the seal. It's got a nice O-ring on there. And when you put in the new one, I loosened mine up almost all the way so I have enough room for it to be able to finagle it in there. So I'll get this put in and then we'll get the cord back on, then we'll fill it up with coolant again before we plug it in. Okay, got everything put back together. You kind of gotta play with it to get that, where is it? This little piece, to get that back behind inside the block so it'll pull it in. It seems like it has just a little tiny leak from where that copper or brass screw is. So if it keeps doing that, if it doesn't kind of seal itself up, I'll probably just loosen it and put a little RTV and then tighten it back down. Saved about, or I only had to add another 1.5 gallons of coolant, because even after I took out the after I drained the fluid and then I took out the actual heating element, there was a little bit more that came out, so about 1.5 gallons worth. So not too bad for being able to reuse the coolant I had just changed it out to. So anyways, that's how you change the block heater on a 40 series John Deere. Hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.